Good morning, Mr. Tim Cook. My name is Anneke van der Merwe, and I've got 2 requests, all the way from the southern tip of Africa. So please bear with me as I show you my world and how I would love Apple to support its minority users down in Africa. Thank you. I have a saying that there are 2 kinds of people in the world. The people that live their life with Apple to help them achieve more, and the rest of the world still fooling themselves thinking they can make it without Apple's devices in their life. Why do I love Apple? Apple is original. You do not follow others. You lead. Secondly, you do not think out of the box. In the Apple world, there is no box. Thirdly, the way you market your products is by creating a suspense, turning real life into a popular TV series almost, that no one wants to miss out on. I myself stay up late to watch your keynotes live every time you showcase it. Now, why did I make this video? I've got 2 requests. Number 1, will you please release a 4-inch iPhone very urgently? Secondly, that you will ask your software department to set your software up so that I can choose whether or not to update when you release a new version of a certain software. I will explain everything to you right now. Why then a 4-inch device? My husband, who is also my boss, is a wood recycling contractor. Ever since he got his first iPhone, he said that that was the very first logical computerized device or/phone he ever had. The fact that he loved his iPhone so much resulted in the fact that he decided to get himself an iPad shortly thereafter. He used photos and videos that get sent on it to diagnose and resolve any problems that his teams might occur in the field on the machines. That saves him a lot of time and effort, because he don't need to drive miles and miles to go to the machines and solve them. He can just diagnose it over the photos and videos and then get his mechanics to sort it out. That helps a lot when you have your machines spread all over South Africa. He always carries his iPhone in his shirt pocket to have it with him at all times. Now, a contractor that works with heavy equipment do not have the ability to carry a large device on them. I have been watching your keynotes very anxiously for more than a year, hoping that you will release a 4-inch iPhone. He's still using his iPhone SE that he got over 3 years ago. His phone is getting very old and I need a new device for him very, very urgently. The iPhone he uses has a 64 gigabyte storage and it is silver. I always choose the silver phones because they are very rugged. 2 weeks after he got his first iPhone, was an iPhone 4 silver, he was driving with a Ford 2000 tractor and the iPhone bounced out of his pocket. He drove with the tractor's back wheel over the phone. It was in a spec cover at that stage. After he drove over it, it was slightly curved. I believe that might be the first curved iPhone. Well, what was amazing for me was that the phone kept on working just fine for the full 2 years until he upgraded his iPhone 5. You see, above everything that I mentioned on why I love Apple, it even gives me a rugged phone that keeps on working in our outdoor rugged environment. I know South Africa might not even make it to your marketing decision-making list, but I'm asking you very dearly to think of your minority supporters down here in Africa. I am one of 2 people that I know of as the proud owners of an iMac. I know of only 3 people owning MacBooks. We are quite a few people owning iPhones and iPads, but it shows you that Apple devices where I am in the rural areas are not very common. People around here have the perception that Apple is very expensive, but I always tell them, if you make that sum over 5 years' time, Apple will work out cheaper for you and you'll get a far better device. The fact that you buy software from Apple only once is really a huge commitment from your side. The other thing that really impresses me is that the Apple have always gave me international free telephonic support for any problem I might occur due to a lack of knowledge. There is always someone willing and able to help me with everything that I have occurred in the past. Now, my second request, why I want you to give us the option to update our software when we want to and when to abort updating it, basically a skip the update option, is that down here in Africa, data is very expensive on the one side, as well as we struggle a lot of times to have sufficient internet coverage and mobile coverage. So it also makes it very difficult to update anytime. I have actually over the past few months occurred a few times a problem where I will go out to a rural site with my drone. When I plug my mobile in and connect it to my drone, I will actually notice that it wants to update the software and that it doesn't want to fly before I've updated it. And then I'll be somewhere where there's very poor signal and bad reception, and then I will not be able to do it. So I did in the past already occur problems like that. So please do give us the option. I take a lot of time to study your upgraded versions. I read through your notes to see what is the stuff that you make better, and then decide whether it has an impact on my life or not. So on average, I update my software every 4 to 5 times. By the way, I love your new software that you released on the iMac. It's really nice. And I also like the software that you released for the iPhones, the iOS 12. It's really great. Yes, you're very welcome to view my channel. Our channel on YouTube, the most popular one is the Africa Biomass Company one. I've got a few others, but that's the one for our company. And then, yes, thank you for your time. I really hope this message gets to you. I would like to one day come and visit you guys there at Apple's head office. I love devices. I'm very passionate about stuff that works. I love anything from a Leatherman knife to an Apple device. And then I have a lot of camera equipment as well, where I make videos of the products that we use and sell and rent out. And then we send it on WhatsApp and on our phones to our customers. Actually, yesterday I've made a video of a new machine we just developed. Last night we actually got 2 orders already for machines, and it's still being developed. So thank you for giving us that option of reaching our customers instantly. Will you please give us a 4-inch device and give us the option to update when we want to or when not. Keep well.